for the topic of today, that is Shweta Pradar. So first of all, now directly instead of directly going into the topic, that is theoretical aspect, we'll go through a case report of my one of my patient, a 28 year old female patient of Kapha Pittaj Prakriti, came to our OPD at YMT Ayurved Hospital Khargar on 27th August 2018, and she was having the complaint of Vandhyatva. The couple were married since 2.5 years and they were trying to conceive since last 1 year. But she had complaints such as vaginal white discharge, backache, mild pain in the lower abdomen, and occasional vulval itching since last 1.5 years. So the patient came with the complaints of anorexia and uneasiness also since last 2 to 3 months. On local examination, under good light visualization, when perspeculum examination was done, we could detect an erosion patch on the upper lip of the cervix and thick yellowish white discharge from the vagina, and congestion was there. So on investigation, all the reports were normal. Even the pap smear test report she already had done from outside was also showing no any abnormality. Now treatment plan, what we have done was Yoni Dhavana with Trifalaquat for once daily for 7 days after her periods. So when she was with us, she came after her periods only. So immediately we have started with the Yoni Dhavan with Trifalaquat. Alongside, we have started even the medicine Haridra Khandvati and Trifala Gugulu, as you can see on the case paper. And side by side, we had advised her USG follicular study and HSG, that is tube test, was also planned in the next cycle. So in the present cycle, we started with the follicular study. So during the course of Yoni Dhavan for 7 days, her follicular study also started, and later on, the follicular study revealed ruptured follicle by around 13th day. So then we started with oral medicines like the following, as you see in the case paper: Falagrut and Dadimavaleha with the tablet Folvite. So next, after 15 days, when the patient came to us, she was complaining of missed periods. There was an amenorrhea of 35 days with UPT positive on that day. So looking at the condition, we started with the other drugs, as you can see, and we advised her USG after 10 days. Meanwhile, she was advised complete bed rest and the following medications. So when you go through, and this is the sonography report. Sonography report, here you can see single live intrauterine gestation of approximately 7 weeks, 3 days. So going through this case report, we remind one of our shlokas, that is एवं योनिष शुद्धासु गर्भम विन्दति योषितः अदुष्टे प्राकृते बीजे जीवोपक्रमणे सति. So this is from Charukchikesa 30th chapter. So whenever there is shuddhata in the yoni, definitely there will be garbha prapti. So adushte prakrite bije jeevopakramane sati. So why this yoni marga shuddhata is needed? This is because adushte prakrite bije. So the bija, prakrita bija, that has to go through this adushta yoni, and then only it gets in successful conception. So yoni marga shuddhata is very much needed in case of Vandhyatha. So yoni marga shuddhata means we can know that there are different types of secretions from the yoni. So one of that is Shweta Pradar. So we are going into the detail of the Shweta Pradar now. So a woman undergoes various physical, both physiological and sometimes pathological changes during her reproductive life, that is from menarche to menopause. So awareness and management of these changes are necessary for the woman to remain healthy. Ayurveda stresses on the importance of health of women, as she only can lay the foundation for the healthy future generation. When looking into the Ayurvedic literature, it becomes evident that almost all the gynecological disorders are included under the Vyadhis, namely Arthavadushti, Pradar, and the Yoni Vapats. So Shweta Pradar is chiefly the disease of reproductive age group, and it is more in the sexually active women, commonly seen in the Striro OPDs. about 80% of the women suffer from this benign condition during their lifetime. Although it is not fatal, yet the long-term association with this symptom, both related to the genitourinary system and psychological irritation in the patient, it needs attention. Although a separate elaborate description is not available about Shwetapradhar in Ayurveda, with the help of scattered references available, that is in the form of Yonisrava here and there as a symptom, as well as a symptom of some particular diseases, like for example, the Karanini Yoni Vyapat and all. So here and there are scattered references of the condition as well as the treatment. So we are successfully treating such conditions by employing variety of Ayurvedic oral medicines and selective administration of appropriate Sthanik Chikitsa in such cases. So this is a research article I had gone through. It has published in 2015 regarding microbiological study of leucorrhea with special reference to Gardnerella vaginalis. Here they have changed the definition of leucorrhea. So what is leucorrhea? What we are usually commonly comparing Shwetapradhar with leucorrhea. And the definition of leucorrhea, it has changed from time to time. So leucorrhea, it means a running of substance, and the term should be restricted to mean an excessive amount of normal discharge which dries to leave a brownish yellow stain on clothing. This is the Jeffcott's definition in 1975. But in 1999, the slight change, what you can see in the definition of leucorrhea is, it is a white discharge which includes all excessive discharge which is purulent, yellow or watery, but it should not be blood stained. So that is called leucorrhea in 1999. Now, after that, at present, it is an infection and discharge graded as normal with 1 to 2 ml or copious with more than 3 ml with malodor is considered as the leucorrhea, right? So the definition of leucorrhea even in modern textbooks, it changed from time to time, right? So anyway, whatever the kind of vaginal discharge, we have to treat it, okay? Other than the blood, other than the menstruation, abnormal or normal, the other vaginal discharges has to be treated from time to time. So now coming to the Shwetapradhar, first we'll go for the Pradhar Parivash, the definition of Pradhar. Rajah Pradiryate Yasmat Pradharastena Sasmratah. This definition all of you know. Then Samanya Hetu and Samprapti of Pradhar. This also you know, that is Lavana Amla Guru Katu Vidahi Snigdha Pishita Gramya Udaka Medhya Krishara Payasa Dadhi Shukta Mastu Suradi. All these are Rakta and Pitta Kopaka, Prakopaka. So these dravyas, when they are taken in excess, they will even cause the Rakta Pramana Utkramya. That is, Rakta Pramana is also undergoing Vruddhi, and then it will, along with the Vat Dosh, it will cause the Asrugdara. This is the Samanya Hetu and Samprapti of the Rakta Pradhar. Then Samanya Lakshanas of Rakta Pradhar. So here it is Pravrattam, Ritauva, Anritauvapi. Means it may be in the Rutu or Anritu. Other than Rutu period also there will be Srava in case of Asrugdar. Now coming to Kafaj Asrugdar. Kafaj Asrugdar Nidan and Samprapti is told as Gurvadi per Hetu Bhishya Purovat Kupitaha Kafaha. So Gurvadi Hetus, Gurvadi Dravyas, whenever they are taken in excess, that leads to Kafaja Asrugdara. So what is the Lakshana of Kafaj Asrugdar? It is told that Pichilam Panduvarnam cha Guru Snigdham cha Shitalam Sravati Asruk Shleshamalam cha Ghanam Mandarujakaram Chardi Arochaka Hrullasa Shwasa Kasa Samanvitam. So here the local symptoms, that is the nature of discharge in Kafaj Asrugdara is Panduvarna, it will be Guru, Snigdha, Shitala and Pichila. And it will be Ghana and there will be Mandaruja locally. Along with that, the generalized symptoms are Chardi, Arochaka, Hrullasa, Kasa Shwasa. So these are all the Kapha Prakopaka Lakshana, Kapha Prakopita Lakshanas. So these will also be seen in Kafaj Asrugdar. Now going to the Samprapti of the Kapaj Asrudar. So whenever Gurvadi Nidana Sevana is done, that leads to Rasa Bhava Dimanata. So Rasa Bhava is affected. The formation of Rasa is affected. And that Rasa Bhava Dimanata further increases the Kapha, which continuous Nidana Sevana, it undergoes Prakopa. So Kapha Prakopa, whenever it is there, the next thing is Sthana Samshraya. So Sthana Samshraya, where it happens is Garbhashya-gata Rajovah Siras. So Rasavaha Srotas Mula Sthana is Hrudaya and then Dashadhamanis. So Hrudaya is considered as the Mula Sthana, that is origin, and Dashadhamanis are the channels that are considered as the suppliers of the Rasa Dhatu to different areas. So that is Dashadhamanis. So under Dashadhamanis, Rajovahar Siras, that is the local dhamanis that what are involved in case of Shweta Pradar is Rajovahar Siras leading to Kafaj Asragdar.